So then you put out your second solo album, Adamantine, right?
Yeah.
Featuring Supreme the Elohim, Wordsmith, Torre,
Yeah.
Sky Zoo, Reek, Sledge, Ill Bill, General Steel, so much,
Yeah.
man. How was you trying to approach this album differently compared to like the previous one?
And I dropped those in the same year too. Like the Execution and Adamantine dropped like the same
Exactly.
year. This one was just, endemic. He's a producer from the UK. And this is I ever since the Execution, I was like, because one of my favorite groups was Gangstar. So I always wanted to do albums with just me and the producer. You know what I'm saying? So every album after that is just like that. I probably got some other albums, like one or two here and there, but mostly I
You
wanted to
like the
do.
cohesiveness of it,
Yeah, I
of
like
like
to do an
having.
album with just one producer. So when I linked up with Endemic, it was, he had a whole nother vibe for Marco. He's from the UK. And so his beats, I just whatever I was getting from, like, this is what I'm gonna say on this is how I feel about on this track right here. I just went with it. And then, I was just getting features from a lot of my hip hop homeboys and shit, my brothers, man. Sky Zoo, he always come through for me. And we made that shit crazy too, man. And I introduced a lot of my homeboys, like Bangkok family. This is like one of the first joints we got together all together, on a song called Killer Crown Heights. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, man, that the album was crazy to me too.
How did the track Rap Assassins come about with Ill Bill?
I think I had the joint, and I think we had just did, matter of fact, I had just did a tour with Ill Bill. Me and Sean, we was on tour with Ill Bill for like 50 shows, something like that. It was a crazy 2-month long tour. And we was everywhere, man, all over America. We was in Canada. And you know what I mean? I had a relationship with Ill Bill, DJ Eclipse. Shout out to DJ Eclipse, man. You know what I mean? And we was always good from then. So, right after that, I was like, yo, I gotta get Ill Bill on a joint. And you know what I mean? So he came through and rep that shit. Word.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I feel like people don't give you enough props for is like your willingness to experiment with different sounds and stuff like that, like working with so
Yeah.
many different type of people. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. My feature list is crazy. And
Yeah,
I'm not even talking about with my albums. I'm talking about like just me being featured on different, like, I got a crazy catalog of features, man.
for
Word.
sure. So in 2012, you put out Hard Body Hip Hop with Kaio Itachi, right?
Exactly.
And this was your first release that wasn't on Duck Down, pretty much, right?
Right. No. All my projects wasn't only I only have about 5 projects on Duck Down.
No, I mean up to this point though, right? Wasn't this the first one that you didn't put out on Duck Down?
I think that was the next one. Yeah, I think that was the next one. Because that was 2012. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So why did you decide to not put this one on Duck Down?
Because Kaio had his own label.
All right. That's
Shinigami Records. He had his own label already. Yeah.
and how did you guys link up?
Kaio hit me up. He told me, I didn't even remember this, but he had hit me up years before when he was rapping. And I forgot what he went by as a rapper, but we never linked up then. So when he was a producer and he hit me up, that's when we started working together. Yeah, just from online. Like, I didn't know him, but we did a whole project together. A lot of these producers that I did albums with, I never met. A lot of them. And yeah, so like me and Kaio, we did an album. I ain't meet him until he came out, and we started shooting videos for the album. Word.
So you didn't even know what he looked like or anything like that?
Nah. I thought he was Japanese. Kaio is a black man. He's a black man from France, man. A big dude, man. That's my brother for life. I love Kaio Itachi, man. I swear to God, I ain't know what he looked like. On his profile picture, he had the mask. He had the Shinigami mask. Word.
Right.
I thought he was Japanese. But he was just into anime back then. Like, nobody I knew was into that. So that's what I thought he was. Word.
And you guys had some crazy features on that album with R.A. the
Yeah.
Rugged Man, Vinnie
Yep.
Paz, Rock, Black Poet, King
Yeah.
Magnetic. You
Yep.
know, how did the record Three the Squad Way with Vinnie Paz and Rock come about?
Yo, I was just like, I knew that that type of beat could go, you know, Rock would be ill on that shit and Vinny would be ill on that. So I just called out the shooters, man. You know what I mean? And Vinny came through and murdered that, his voice, and then Rock just bodied that. Like, did you hear their voices on that joint? Like
Yeah.
that shit, the flows, the bars, like it was just incredible, man. I think we could shoot a video for that shit, even though that shit is mad old. We need to shoot a video for that.
Yeah, I think the fans would love that, man. But they cadences like they fit perfectly for that song.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, you, you did a good job choosing them for that beat in particular, though, man. That's
yeah.
crazy.
That was dope.
But on that song that you rapped, basically, kids get murdered over spitting a whack bar, but still everybody want to
Be
be
a
a rap
rap though.
star. The money, the fame, the lifestyle, sounding like 10 brothers in the game right
Right
now.
now.
Same tracks, same tats, same cable, same style, different city,
Different label.
different label, right? So like, do you think in today's climate we have seen more of the trend following, or are we finally coming out of that now? Because I know at the time you
Well,
did this.
I think hip hop has been like that for a long time. So, you know what I mean? It's always, you know, a lot of rappers that sound alike, but then it's a lot of artists. You know, you gotta know what to listen to. It's a lot of artists that's original, man, that's authentic,
Mm.
and that's fucking dope. You know what I mean? It's just what you choose to listen to. Some people like some people listen to a lot of mainstream artists that sound alike, but some people listen to the underground sound where everybody is just crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's a lot of mainstream artists that's, you know, authentic too. So, you know, it just depends on what you listen to.
I think the problem is that like in the 90s and 2000s, the mainstream still emphasized originality a little bit more, right? But
Right.
then now it's become where it's like acceptable to everybody to be, you know how like before like each coast would have their different sound and everything like that, a little bit more, a little
Yeah.
more distinct. And then
Mhm.
somehow it got blended more. And then like because of the commercialization of hip hop to another level, it became more like, you know, everybody's on the same kind of wavelength of like doing shit, you know, the same way basically.
Yeah.
But do you think that, I know at the time when you spit this was, you know, 2012, it was a lot of that going on, right? You know,
Yeah,
of
that's why I was saying
yeah.
it. Yeah.
But do you think that it's gotten better now commercially, or do you think that it's still in the same place?
Yeah, because I hear a lot of different dope artists commercially, man.
Mhm.
Like, you know, my like I was saying, my son is 18, my daughter 14, and I listen to, you know, they let me hear a lot of shit that they listen to, and so I hear it. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
I hear the diversity, man. It's a lot of different dope artists, man.
And your son, I'm not sure if it's your first or your second son, but he's a big fan of West Coast hip hop, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's Vic. That's my oldest son.
Yeah, yeah. So that's dope, man, for
Yep.
sure.